Hey guys, how's it going? It's the J-Bear here once again, bringing you a Rush gameplay on Battlefield 3 actually. Bear with me whilst I'm sorting out my class. I was kind of just like, I know I've already still got the infrared on because I'm not sure about, I haven't played, well I played Battlefield but I didn't play it much after the patch was brought out, so I wasn't sure if they've dabbed down the infrared as much. But when I went to use it again I just didn't seem to find it as effective, like no, players didn't stand out as much. As well, it might be the fact that a lot of people have got the camouflage now, the Spec Ops camouflage I think it's called, Spec Op rather, which basically means that you're not as visible to people on infrared, which is really helpful if you're that person. But it's like obviously pretty impossible to see anyone with infrared if loads of people have got that on. Any of you don't know Battlefield 3, the camouflages are basically there. It's like a sort of an extra bit of customization and personalization to your player, and you can unlock certain like camouflages for your player. So like Spec Ops is the last one you unlock, which basically means that you all of your uniforms like completely black, which is pretty cool. You kind of go around like a ninja, especially if you've got a full squad that have got it. It's pretty sick. And then there's other stuff like desert camo, stuff like that. You know, you get the picture. Jungle and stuff like that. So yeah, this is on Rush on Damvad Peak, I think it's called. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to double check that one. I'm fairly sure it is. But I do apologise if it's not. Actually, no, I'm not sure if it is. I'm not entirely sure. I've completely forgotten. I'm not very good with the maps. I know the maps off by heart now. I know where everything is, etc. Where's the best shooting points and stuff. But I'm not very good with the names still. I can't recognise it like I used to be able to with the old Call of Duty Black Ops game. But yeah, I get 9 to 1, which is really good because I do a lot of holding back and just picking people off. And sort of the good thing about the thing I love about Rush is if you have a good squad and you know what you're doing, you can just completely tear them up like by sprinting pretty much the whole way through the map, just capping off places. Because if you all go in at once, they don't stand much of a chance. And what I'm using, the setup I'm using is the AEK with a RDS. Red dot sight, or RDS, whichever you like to prefer calling it, which is a medic class, where I've got obviously, I'm going to show you there, the medic pack and the defibrillator, and I've got a bipod as well, because I don't use bipod on Conquest, because there's no real point in it, because I'm not sticking around very long, but especially when it comes to what I'm doing here, is like just trying to hold off people from coming up behind us whilst we try and cap that, that station, but obviously if you're defending, it's very effective, because if I was defending, for example, and I set up on that wall there, I would be pretty much undefeatable. If I pop down a health pack just there and put my bipod down, I can just spray people that are going past. And they're also extremely effective with light machine guns because of the recoil that you get on a light machine gun. Bipods cancel out any sort of recoil whatsoever, as far as I know. So yeah, this is, I'm not sure. This is a fairly old clip, not too old. It was a couple of days ago now, but I've been playing quite a bit more Battlefield because I have actually tried to do this this upload before, but it didn't quite work. The upload, I got an error in it, but it should be okay now. I have kind of fixed the problem. I think it's because it was just that little bit too long, like a couple of minutes over 15 minutes, or a couple of seconds rather over 15 minutes, which is quite frustrating. That it didn't tell me at the beginning of the upload. It had waited for the video to upload for me, and then it would go, oh no, sorry, I'm not going to allow that. Bit of a piss take, but you know. So this is, I've cut it down a little bit, but the only thing it's cut off is the beginning intro showing you what name of the map is, which obviously would have been quite helpful right now. But yeah, the beginning of this game, the fact that what's it called? Me and this guy just having a race, see if we can revive that guy. He actually wins because there's no chance of me getting in front of him unless I whipped out my pistol at that point. Because if you have your pistol, you run faster. A little tip for you if you didn't know that. Anyway, back to the point. Yeah, the intro, the blue screen. That was a very dodgy, just random glitch that occurred when I happened to be recording. I just there, I popped my mortar down. It's a shame that I didn't record it just to the point where I popped my mortar down, and my screen suddenly turned blue, and I was just like, what the hell is going on? Are you guys getting this? Because I was talking to my friends at the time, I was like, no, we're fine. They just carry on going, like, you can see one of my friends knifing me at the point, and I was just sitting there like, what is going on? It's either my screen mucking up, but then if it was my screen, I'm not sure if it would show it through the capture card. Like if it was just the connection between my Xbox and the screen, but it seemed to just it must have just been a random glitch that I happened to get. So you know, I put my recording stuff in and managed to record it, and then oh, sorry about that, little chesty cough going on, and but yeah, like, I put my recording stuff in and then popped my mortar down, and it went. It was very strange. It must have just ran and glitched. Just happened to happen. Never happened to me again, I can imagine. But just that one-off time, it did. So yeah, Rush. The basis of Rush. If any of you don't know, I'm not sure if I've said this before. I don't want to be boring you, but it's just either if you're defending, just defend your 2 points, which is A and B, as you can see now on the game. And then if you don't defend, or if we blow up those points, you have to go up there and set a charge on it, and they can disarm it. And you have, like, I'm not sure how long the time is, 30 seconds, something along the lines of that, and you just got to defend it or defend the charge, defend it from getting disarmed, etc. So and then once you, as you can see, like, we got rid of the last two. God, what's wrong with my throat today? Excuse me a second. Okay, a bit better. Anyway, like, so we got rid of the last two, so it means that we moved up, like, to the next section of the map, and it, like, it's quite good. I do enjoy it because it, like, Conquest doesn't show you the full map. It shows you, like, the main area, like the main, like, for example, this bit misses out part of the map which you get in Conquest. But actually no, that's a lie. I'm on about it. It shows more of the map. Like, Conquest will show you, like, as I said, like, only a section, but when you play this, it goes the whole way around the map. Like, what is it? I think it's. Again, I'm not very good with the names, but there's a map that's. Oh god, something Tehran Highway, is it called? Something like that. That shows you, like, before you get to the point that you see it, you have in Conquest, like the cityscape you have in Conquest. It's like anyone that doesn't know what Battlefield is like, they can have no clue what I'm on about. But you don't have to keep watching this, but I do hope you do. It's quite an enjoyable video. I did really well in it. But anyway, back to the point. Yeah, like, before you get to the bridge part where all those two bridges are, there's a bit before it, and you don't see that on Conquest. It's quite interesting. Especially, I like moving up, because, like, on some of the other maps, like, I think it is down Van Peak, the one where you, once you move up at a certain point, you jump off a cliff and have to parachute down, and you see helicopters as well that you can get into that just dive clean down. At this point, I was, like, waiting for the tank, because I know this one quite well, this Rush map. I was like, where the hell is that tank? And then realised, I was looking to the distance to my right, and I was like, hang on. Oh, God, the tank's all the way up there, so I just sprint back to the tank. But, yeah, little tip, if you do manage to get in the tank on this, it's very effective. So, before you move up to the third, it's the third base, try and get into that tank, because as long as you don't go too far into the base, it's actually really effective and really helpful for your team. And also try and get someone in your squad to have a repair tool, because if you do get hit, obviously you need someone to repair you, otherwise it's a complete waste of the time getting in the tank, because there's no point in you doing it. As you can see here, I'm not actually an engineer, but I do, at the moment, I am communicating with the two people that I'm playing with, just sort of like, one of you change to an engineer for me, please. So if I do have to get hit, but I don't think I do. Like, they weren't too good at players. They didn't seem to have very many tactics. Then again, they might all be playing on their own. Like, they might all be, like, separate players just gone into a random public lobby. So fair enough to them. Yes, as I said, like, what I'm using on the tank, or I'm using Zoom, I think, and the shotgun. As far as I know, yeah, this map actually, for some reason, I was trying to do it. As far as I know, I'm not entirely sure, but I do remember one map. I think it is this one, where for some reason, just randomly, for no apparent reason, my like perks or whatever you call them on this, like setup type thing, it's just like, watch out behind you. But yeah, my setup, what you call it, just suddenly reset itself, and then the next match it was fine again. It was very strange. I didn't really understand it. That it was just okay, fair enough. I do love the way people react to tanks when they see one of them. They get to the point where they run over the hill, and then they see a tank, they just lie down and straight away, or just sprint back, and you can't help feeling sorry for the sod just sprinting towards a tank and getting taken out by a shell. Yeah, it's strangely satisfying, I must admit. But yeah, as you can see there, we've literally just straight away destroyed those bases. And obviously part of that was help to the tank, because my friend just popped out of the tank there, armed with a charge, and then we defended it in the tank, and they had no chance to do anything about it, because of the fact that all they needed to do is keep repairing us and taking out the people. And since we were right next to that charge, if anyone went to charge it, I could just pound a shell into it and they'd be dead immediately. Lovely thought, eh? The way you talk about games is just pretty horrible, because if you're thinking about it, if you talk about this in real life, people are just like, what the fuck, you're fucked up, bro. But it's a game, so I guess it can. Not really. Well, it is realistic, but it's not real, so it's all good. I guess that's the thing that parents get worried about with games like that. It's like, oh my god, you're going to go out and do that to like the public. No, really not. Unless you're like kind of troubled already, it's not going to happen. I love this. For some reason, there's random little glitches where the tank can't get through a metal fence. Okay, but it can run over cars just perfectly. There's not much left of this video. It's a little bit longer than 10 minutes, as you can see, because now I can upload more than 10 minutes, which was always helpful. It means that I don't have to worry about going over 10 minutes, because most Battlefield games only last 10 minutes, just a little bit over 10 minutes. So it's always useful being able to watch the full game instead of having to cut out halfway through, which is the reason why I didn't do much Battlefield until now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. There'll be a few more videos coming out, hopefully some Skyrim soon. And give us a little rate, comment, subscribe as usual. And I may as well just let you watch the last bit of this. Oh, it's just the ending, fair enough. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.